We're Counting on You, Grover, by Micaiah Montaigne, illustrated by Joe Ewers. Today is the day of our play. Jack and the Beanstalk, announced at Prairie Dawn. We have to get ready. Oh, may I help? Asked Grover. I am a good helper. Thanks, Grover, said Prairie Dawn. Let's check our list. A Jack costume for Ernie? Check, said Ernie. A giant costume for Harry? Check, said Harry. Monster. A mother costume for Bert? Check, said Bert. A cow costume for Telly? Moo, said Telly. Prairie Dawn checked at her list again. Oh no, she said. I forgot the beanstalk. We can't have Jack and the Beanstalk without the beanstalk. What are we going to do? I have a terrific idea, said Grover. I could draw a beanstalk on a long, tall piece of paper and hang it on the wall. That's a good idea, Grover, said Prairie Dawn, but we don't have a long, tall piece of paper. I know where we can get one. Mr. Burger, the butcher, has rolls of long paper, said Grover. I will go ask him for some. Okay, said Prairie Dawn, but hurry, the curtain goes up at 8 o'clock. We're counting on you, Grover. Do not worry, Prairie Dawn, faster than a speeding sandwich. I will be back with the longest, tallest piece of paper on Sesame Street, said Grover, and he raced it out of the door and down the street. Grover had gone only a block when he met Alice, Big Bird, and Snuffy. Hello, Grover, said Big Bird. Mr. Snuffleupagus and I are teaching Alice how to jump rope. Would you like to help us? I would like to, said Grover, but I am in a big hurry. This will only take a minute, said Big Bird. We need someone to turn the other end of the rope so I can show Alice how to jump. All right, said Grover, but only for a minute. It took much longer than a minute for Alice to learn how to jump rope, but she finally got the hang of it. Thank you, Grover, said Big Bird. You were a big help. No problem, said Grover, but he knew there would be a problem if he did not hurry. He had to get to the butcher shop to get that long, tall piece of paper for Prairie Dawn. Grover ran as fast as his furry blue legs could carry him. As he rounded a corner, he ran smack into Cookie Monster carrying a big bag of groceries. Oh my goodness, cried Grover. I am so sorry. Me sorry too, said Cookie Monster as he watched his oranges roll down the sidewalk. A can of beans rolled it into the gutter and a bag of cookies lay at his feet. Do not worry, I will pick everything up, said Grover. But I am afraid your cookies are crunched in. No matter, said Cookie Monster. Cookie crumbs just as good as cookies. Grover scurried after the oranges and picked up the can of beans from the gutter. This bag is torn, said Cookie Monster. How me carry home groceries? Do not worry. I, Grover, will help you carry your groceries home, he said. And so Grover walked home with Cookie Monster. Back on Sesame Street, Grover saw a crowd gathered on the sidewalk. I will just take one quick look, he thought. Oh my goodness, cried Grover. A juggler. A juggler juggling is one of my favorite things in the whole world. So Grover stopped it to watch. The juggler tossed all the balls up in the air and caught them again and again. The juggler didn't drop a single one. Then the juggler took a bow and everyone cheered it and clapped it. Grover cheered it and clapped it the loudest. Now, said the juggler, would anyone in the audience like to try juggling? I would, cried Grover. So the juggler handed him the balls and showed him how to toss them up one at a time. The first few times Grover dropped the balls. Don't worry, the juggler said. Juggling takes a lot of practice. Try again. So Grover tried and tried, and he finally juggled 2 balls at once without dropping them. Yay! Cheered the crowd. Grover took a bow. Just then, Grover heard someone call his name. Over here, Grover, cried Elmo from the steps of 123 Sesame Street. Look at my new game. It is called Jacks. Will you please play with me? Jacks, cried Grover. Jacks. Jack and the Beanstalk. Beanstalk. Paper. Oh my goodness. I will play with you all day tomorrow, Elmo. But not now. I cannot stop for anything. Goodbye. Goodbye, called Elmo as he watched the Grover race away. Grover ran the 3 blocks to the butcher's shop. When he reached the door and he pulled it on the handle, but nothing happened. It is locked, gasped Grover. Then he read the sign on the door. Closed. Oh no, he cried. I need a long, tall piece of paper that is inside this door. And I am outside this door with a big closed sign on the door. He peered sadly through the window, but Mr. Burger had gone home. Sometimes it is not easy being a helpful monster, Grover said with a sigh. Now what am I going to do? There was nothing to do but run back to the school. This time Grover did not stop for anything. He did not stop to help. He did not stop to play. He did not stop to watch. And he was careful not to run into anyone when he ran around corners. Finally, Grover pushed open the door to the auditorium. Jack, you foolish boy, how could you sell our cow for 3 beans? He heard Bert said, as Bert tossed the beans aside. Grover tiptoed in. Then he crept behind the stage, where Prairie Dog was watching the play. What happened, Grover? Prairie asked when she saw him. We waited and waited for you. Oh, so many things happened, Grover said, panting. First, I helped the Big Bird turn the jump rope. Then I ran into Cookie Buster, and then I stopped to watch a juggler, Grover said. When I finally got to the butcher's shop, it was closed. But we were counting on you, said Prairie Dog. Oh, I am so sorry that I did not get that long, tall piece of paper. Now there is no beanstalk for the play, Grover cried. Take a look, said Prairie Dog. Grover peeked it out onto the stage and saw a beanstalk. The leaves were painted on many little pieces of paper, taped it and stapled it and stuck it together. It's not as good a beanstalk as it would have been with one long tall piece of paper, said Prairie Dog. But the show must go on. Grover was quiet for a moment. I'll let everybody down, he said. I am sorry. I know you are, said Prairie Dog. Will you ever let me help with that play again? Grover asked. Of course, said Prairie Dog. Our next production is Goldilocks and the Three Bears. You could be in charge of the bowls of porridge. Oh, thank you, Prairie Dog, said Grover. I will get you 100 bowls. I will get you 1,000,000 bowls. 3 will be enough, said Prairie Dog. All right, said Grover. I will get you 1 big bowl, 1 medium-sized bowl, and 1 baby bowl. This is one monster you can count on from now on. The end.